It's been 15 months since the Lewiston mass shooting, and we're hearing more now from families of those who were killed and survivors. They say they're struggling. Good evening, I'm Carolyn LaCour. Many of the families of the 18 people who were killed in the mass shooting and survivors of the tragedy lost sources of income due to the mass shooting. As News Center Maine's Raya Wooten reports, some say there needs to be a form of continued support for those impacted.
The outpouring of support following the Lewiston mass shooting was massive, to say the least. People in communities across Maine showed that they were stronger together. The Maine Community Foundation organized a donation fund, raising $1.9 million for 29 Maine organizations and nonprofits and $4.7 million for the families and the 18 people who were killed, others who were there, and for the 13 survivors who lived through the horror. Survivors like Benjamin Dyer.
I was shot 5 times. I lost my bicep and my tricep and my right arm completely. I lost my right index finger. I've lost the use of my hand for now. I was shot through the shoulder, shot through the leg twice.
Dyer is permanently disabled. Due to his injuries, he hasn't worked since the mass shooting. As time has passed, he believes support has dwindled.
We've been forgotten, and people are trying to figure out why.
Dyer still keeps in contact with other survivors of the tragedy. Like him, several others haven't returned to work, but bills keep piling up. He says he had no idea that 29 nonprofits each received nearly $66,000 from the fund that was created in response to the mass shooting.
Why did you have to keep that much money? Why couldn't you have taken half of that money and put it into and given it to the survivors and their families and everything else? There are families out there struggling who have lost their loved ones and are trying to get by. And everybody has stopped caring. But you're still going to take our likeness and try to make money.
In an email, a spokesperson for the Maine Community Foundation says the specific amounts that victims and their families received were not publicized to protect their privacy.
Because the people that got injured got less money than the nonprofits did.
Kelsey Helm believes the need for continued support is critical. Her brother Max Hathaway was killed in the mass shooting. Hathaway's wife had to quit her job to take care of their newborn and their older daughter after the tragedy. Helm explains that if she had not created a personal GoFundMe for her brother's family, they wouldn't be able to continue to support themselves. She says she believes it's the state's responsibility to provide continued support.
The ball dropped with Robert Card, and then the ball's dropping in the aftermath. And I just don't know, like, politically why you can't sit down as a government party, be like, all these people got affected, their medical bills are coming in, some people had to quit their jobs. As Maine, we should be covering this. It's not like...
Raya Wooten, News Center Maine.
A representative from Governor Mills' office says the legislature approved the Maine Mass Violence Care Fund last year with a value of $5 million. The money will help cover out-of-pocket expenses for survivors and families of those deceased who are not covered by insurance. But the funding will not be available until October of 2026.